Hey guys, what's up? This is the Bull here. My mulberries are starting to ripen and the tree is loaded. It's loaded with mulberries. This is the first year. I mean, last year it put out some mulberries, right? But it wasn't nothing to brag about. This year she's loaded. So, and they're starting to turn color now. So right here, as you can see, these containers that you see right here, these are the containers that I grew some bok choy in, that I enjoyed the bok choy, right? And now I took these same containers, I amended the soil, and I put some Copenhagen cabbages in there, and these were grown from seed, and they're doing their thing. They're doing their thing, so they're looking good. Over here on this side, over here, the trellis there, we have some. Of course, I'm gonna forget the name of it right now. I'll come back to it. I don't want to stay thinking about it. But we also have some pole beans growing on the side, and we got some tomatoes that are gonna let tangle up inside here. We'll help it there. I'll come back to that. I can't remember right at the moment. But anyway, in today's video, I'm going to be taking six huge containers, and I'm gonna do like a U shape with them. And while I was at, because my mom-in-law, she moved down here to Georgia to be closer to us, and she's building a house not too far from us. And the house is finished now, but the contractors are still building houses around the area, and they were throwing away a whole bunch of metal paneling that it's like cattle panel, right? So I guess they use it for cementing and whatnot. So I got a good amount of it, and I'm going to take that trellis and I'm going to use it around the containers, and I'm going to build up so that I can grow some more vine plants in there, mainly pole beans. Just want to load it up with pole beans. So that's what I'll be working on today. All right, so stick around. Over here on this side here, we have some kale growing. Got a whole bunch of that kale growing right there. Come out every day and snap a few leaves. Then over here on this side here, we have some more Copenhagen cabbages. Up against the fence, we got some potatoes growing there. Got the grapevine growing right there. That's the Concord grape. And down here, I don't know what I'm gonna throw in there yet. Over here, along the little fence there, we have tomatoes, right? We got the Jubilee tomato. We have Roma tomato, the Boxcar Willie, and so on with the tomatoes. Up against the fence here and the containers there, we have, those are the big cherry tomatoes, the huge cherry tomatoes. So we'll have those growing up against the fence here. And then down on this side over here, we have some bitter lemon gonna be growing up against this, on this trellis over here. And this whole trellis right here is gonna be different types of cucumbers. All kinds of different cucumbers growing there. And out front, I have zucchinis, right? But those are the round zucchinis, the little round zucchinis. Those will be growing right up front there. Then we have a row of bell peppers, a row of eggplants, the Black Beauty eggplants, and then the long eggplants. And like I said, here as my understory to my apple trees, right? I have blueberries growing. I got blueberries growing all over the place. This must be blueberry season, because all my blueberries are all fat and looking really good. Yeah, over here we have another blueberry, right? The understory to the cherry tree. And as you can see, all the blueberries are just looking fabulous. The raspberries are coming along. And then down here we have a row of blueberries, right? Going all over the place. This one over here in particular, it is engulfed with blueberries. Just loaded everywhere, all the way around. Hey guys, before I get on to the video with the containers, right? I just wanted to show you a couple of the fruit trees and a couple of the plants. Show you, see how the garden's going, right? But over here, this right here is a gooseberry plant. And I took a couple of, well actually what I did is I just bended the branch down, stuck it in the dirt since last winter. And I'm sure it rooted, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a couple cuttings off this plant here now. That's what you should always be doing. You should always be multiplying your plants, right? Because you don't know if you're gonna suffer a loss to one of your plants, so you have multiple cuttings growing all the time, okay? So here, I had just added some soil up in here, and we're gonna get this cutting over here out here. I have another one on the other side, but I'm gonna just take this one here for right now. Also, I'll show you, this plant here has a couple of gooseberries on it. I wasn't aware of it till just a moment ago. I did see a few little flowers on it a couple of weeks ago, whatnot, but you know, most of them fell off. The plant, I guess, is just not ready to produce yet. But it did. I have a couple of gooseberries on there. I don't know if they'll make it or not, but I don't care. My philosophy about gardening is just take care of your plants. Nourish your plants, take care of your plants, and the fruit will come when it's ready to come. Okay, so let's all right, so we can see here, right? We can see that it has some roots on here. Got some roots over here, got some roots over here, and some roots in between there. So we're gonna go ahead, let me see where I'm gonna clip this from here. I don't wanna clip where the fruit is growing, so I don't wanna take too much because, you know, let's just take that, okay? And we're gonna take that right there, and we're gonna take this little piece here, I'm gonna strip it down, and we're gonna just put it back into the ground. We'll keep her moist, and she'll do her thing. All right, so, and here's the roots on it, okay? All right, we'll come back in a little while and we'll get her watered in, put her in the shade for a couple of days. Peace and love. All right, guys, so what we're gonna do here is, right, we're gonna fill these containers out, right, with some decayed in materials, wood chips, leaves, all that soil that has that's from underneath here, just full of life and worms and mycorrhiza and all that good old stuff, right? All up in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna fill these up quite a bit, right? Because what we're not gonna do is go broke on soil, right? So we're gonna fill these up almost, right? Then I'm gonna just top it off with some black cow, and then we'll just layer that there where the seeds are gonna grow, right? Because this is all gonna be seed grown, right? So anyway, let's get this in there. We're talking about that, right? Hey. Get out there, bunch of worms, just loaded with all kinds of stuff. So let's get these filled up pretty much with some of this great broken down leaves and whatnot, and wood chips and just all that good old stuff there. When you have these big containers like this, right? You can't go out. I mean, if you want to, that's up to you, right? And fill them all up with just straight up soil that you bought, right? But I ain't buying nothing unless I have to. So what we're gonna do with this video here, right, is that we're gonna fill these containers up with this stuff, and we're gonna go ahead and leave it there at this point, and it's gonna be a part 2, and I'm gonna go live tomorrow or the next day. I'll go live with the second part of this, putting up the trellis on it and all this and that, and putting some plants in there, okay? So when your roots of your plants start going down, they're gonna run into some of this good stuff here. It's gonna go ahead and give it a nice boost when it needs it. And then you got a whole bunch of worms in there working for you, and just, you know, adding worm castings in there. Does this work good? All you have to do is just take a peek over there at those containers. Same process, right? And those plants over there jumping out of themselves. Never go broke. Never go broke gardening. Once you get your garden going, and it's already, you know, you've been doing it for a couple of years, and your soil, all you have to do is just add certain things there to you. You don't have to go broke no more once you have your garden established. I went deep underneath these composted wood chips and leaves, right? And I got into the soil that was already down there, already the compost from it that's already been composting there for a couple of years underneath all those leaves and wood chips there. So stuff can grow right in there right now. All right, guys, I love yous. It's time to say goodbye. I'll see you on the next one.